Hi, I'm the Michael Myers fanatic, and I'm here to talk about Halloween 3 once again. What I'm about to say is going to be very controversial. Some are even going to consider it to be very hypocritical, but I have to say it. Halloween 3 comes with a lot of baggage. It really does. Think about it. If you make Halloween 3, then you gotta explain what happened in Halloween 2. Then you gotta explain what happened in Halloween 1. You gotta explain why Laurie is the way she is. You gotta go into all of that about how she lost all her friends in the original Rob Zombie Halloween. And we all know what's gonna happen when Halloween 3 comes out. As I told you before, she's gonna make friends. Michael Myers is gonna come home to Haddonfield and kill her friends. Now, I know that I gave you a movie pitch for Halloween 3, and that was on December 4th of 2014, and I really meant what I said. If you're gonna do a Halloween 3, that's the way I would want you to do it. I meant that. But you know what? So much time has passed. We've had 6 years without another Halloween movie. 6 years. You should have taken that time and done something else with the Halloween franchise. You should have made Halloween 9. Or like Eric Vierthaler said, you can just reboot it. I'll put his link in the description box, and you can check out his channel. But you should just reboot the movie. Why go through all this baggage? You gotta explain what happened in the time before that, and then the time before that. And you gotta explain A, B, and C, and X, Y, and Z. I mean, it's too much. Who wants to sit through 2 hours of that? Or an hour and a half of that? And Laurie Strode is in some psychiatric hospital, in one of them group therapy things, talking about, "Hi, my name is Laurie Strode, and my brother tried to kill me." I mean, you know, nobody wants to sit through that. That's depressing. And more than likely, that's probably what we're gonna get with this new movie. She's in group therapy. Who wants to sit through that? When you reboot it this time, put the real Michael Myers in there, you know, show Mr. and Mrs. Myers on the evening of October the 31st of 1963. Show the way it really was in 1963. A lot of people try to portray the 60s as such a beautiful time, but even I know they were just as disgusting in the 60s as they are now. They were sexually promiscuous and all that stuff. They try to make you think they weren't. Oh, the 60s are so beautiful. They were just as nasty. They really were. I know they were. So, you know, keep it real and show the way it really was in 1963. Try to make it look all beautiful. It wasn't like that. They had drugs and everything else going on. I know, because I've been told what was going on in the 60s. I'm not saying they were on drugs, because I don't believe Mr. and Mrs. Myers did drugs. But I'm quite sure that they probably had sex in the car and all that stuff. Let's keep it real and show the way it really was. At least Rob Zombie tried to do that to some degree. I'm not defending the guy. I can't stand his movies. But he kept it real when he, you know, showed you the way things really were with all the blood and stuff like that. He didn't try to make it look all pretty. People tell me, "Oh, you bitch about Halloween, but you know you're gonna go see it." Of course I am. I have to go see it. I'm the Michael Myers fanatic. It doesn't mean I agree with it. That's like saying you might get mad at one of your kids, but does it mean you're not going to go to their graduation? Or does it mean you're not going to go to their wedding because you don't like their wife? That's a very dumb argument. Of course I'm going to go see it. You guys let me know what you think about Halloween 3. I don't think it's going to work. Like I said, way too much baggage. I don't want to sit through an hour and a half of group therapy. Then she finally overcome her psychological problems and she's gonna face Michael Myers. Why don't you reboot Halloween and use some ideas from the novel written by Curtis Richards and give somebody else, give some new talent a chance to play Laurie Strode? Scout Compton has already had her turn to play Laurie Strode. Why don't you give somebody else a chance to play her? Let somebody else play Laurie Strode. She played Laurie Strode twice. I'm really sick of Scout Taylor Compton. I think she's a pretty girl. I really do. She's the only reason why I watched the first and second one, because she was pretty. That's it. Other than that, I'm sick of Scout Taylor Compton. I'm sick of the whole Rob Zombie angle. I'm sick of all that. Just let somebody else have a chance to play Laurie. And that's all I gotta say about that. We don't want Halloween 3. Too much baggage. But I'm telling you once again, I cannot stress to you enough. Halloween 3 would be way too much baggage. And let's be real. The only reason that Halloween 1 and 2 made so much money is because of the Rob Zombie fans. They weren't actual Halloween fans. They were Rob Zombie fans. They came to support their hero, Rob Zombie. That's the only reason, and Malik Akkad knows that. That's why he was holding on to Rob Zombie like a security blanket. Money. He knows that. He's not crazy. That's the only reason that your precious Rob Zombie's Halloween made more money than some of the other movies. Because of the Rob Zombie fans. They practically worship the guy. Are you really that surprised? I don't want Halloween 3. Will I see it? Yes. Will I buy it? Probably. I'm a completist. Give us Halloween 9, or you can either reboot it, like Eric Vierthaler said. Shout out to him once again. Go subscribe to his channel. He likes to talk about Halloween and all the other horror movies. Subscribe to him, and this time give us a backstory to John Carpenter's timeline. I'm the Michael Myers fanatic, and I approve this message.